welcome back. Today is a double feature of two oud oils from Oud Bar. Now Oud Bar was set up by Ensar Oud and is placed in London. At the moment I believe it's an online store only, but some point in the future there will be a physical location to go to. That's my understanding of it. And so if you go to Oud Bar, I'll leave the website in the description. This video isn't sponsored or anything, apart from I was sent some little samples. But Oud Bar, the concept behind it is that it's distillers that Ensar has worked with over the years, and he kind of gives the thumbs up, the Ensar thumbs up or approval for particular batches of oud that's been done by these distillers, not by Ensar himself, but by the distillers he works with, to highlight their best crafted oud oils. And so they're like the Ensar approved oud oil, if that makes sense. This one is called Naga Rouge, and it's an Indian wild oud. On the samples it does tell you the method. So this one is medium to high temperature through the distillation, hydro distillation with steel, made in 2021. So it gives you the actual information of the distillation. And this one I thought was really good. It's got this kind of barnyard goat hair twang without smelling too on the fecal side. There are some Hindi ouds that are like a little bit like the wrong kind of barnyard that are a little bit kind of skanky dirty smell. This isn't like that. This is like dry hay and horse hair, goat's hair. If you've ever been around horse stables or been around goats and you smell, you know, the smell of the stable, a clean stable, but you get the kind of the dry hay and the animalic smell of the animal itself, like the fur of the horse or of the goat. You get that kind of animalic twist to it without it being dirty or funky or fecal or any of that kind of more hardcore stuff that sometimes oud that is over fermented can go that way. This isn't like that. This is nice. I like this. This is an Indian oud that is animalic but pleasant, enjoyable, very nice. This one, as it dries down, I would say the horsehair, goat's hair thing lasts the entire way through the fragrance, except it gets kind of more rounded and smooth as it dries down. A little bit more resinousy, a little bit more of that kind of more core of the oud wood kind of smell coming through. One of the notes listed that's talked about with this one is rooibos tea, which is a South African tea, which I'm familiar with. And maybe a little vibe of that a little bit as it dries down. But yeah, very nice, very, I would say easy to wear, but at the same time it does have that kind of animalic twist, so you have to kind of appreciate that. But I think it's very pleasant. I would wear this one myself. I think it's very nice. In terms of performance, after about 4 hours, and this is like testing from like little strips like that and like that. I mean, I'm using a small amount of oil, so the performance was very good considering that. 4 hours is close to the skin, where I kind of have to be like that more. A couple of hours, the first couple of hours, you definitely can smell it around you easily. And I could smell this up to like 15 hours later. So the longevity is fantastic with this one. And if you like, you know, barnyard oud without being too funky, this one might be right up your street. Very, very wearable, very nice. The profile stays pretty true to form for the whole way through. So, you know, no major surprises as it dries down. It's just a lovely oud. The next one is one that I struggle to pronounce. Betonamu. Forgive the mispronunciation. And this is Vietnamese wild oud. This one again is really nice. I like I like all of the ouds, to be fair. This is very mellow, very smooth, it's warm, it's slightly sweet. Not quite as sweet as a Thai oud, but it definitely has a slight fruity floral kind of sweetness to this. This one, very, very easy to wear. There is no obvious kind of animalic or funk notes to this one at all. Again, in terms of profiles, you can think similar to kind of a Thai oud, where you get that kind of fruity floral kind of sweetness and very mellow, soft, inviting, warm kind of woodiness. I'm getting that kind of profile. Almost a subtle kind of honeyed floral sweetness to it. As it dries down, this one got a little bit incensey on me. This is really, really nice. Very, very easy to wear, very, very likable. Often I hear comments from people now and again that say, I can't stand oud, I hate oud. They'll say something like that because they have a particular opinion of what oud smells like. And in my head when I read it, I'm like, you've just not smelled real proper oud. You've smelled a little bit of oud, and you've got, you know, the more maybe the Hindi style, the stuff that's over fermented, the stuff that's a bit funky, the stuff that's a bit overly animalic. Have you smelled an oud like this though? I don't see how anyone could hate this. It's just gorgeous. It's floral, fruity, honeyed, warm, inviting. It has that kind of slightly incensey kind of spice to it almost. This is just a whole perfume in itself. These kind of ouds, they're a perfume. They're not a singular note. They have a whole personality to them. This one really, really beautiful, easy to wear, elegant, charming. It's just gorgeous. I would wear ouds like this all day long. This one, very, very nice. In terms of longevity, solid 8 hours. I can't complain with that. This one, when I smell it, I can think to myself, that's something that I could wear in the heat. You know, I could wear that through summer. I could wear that in spring. If you were to buy the, you know, the little with the dabber stick and just put a little bit on as your perfume, I mean. So yeah, it's got that kind of, I can't explain it, meditative, zen, uplifting, calming, peaceful. It puts you, like, you want to, although I'm talking because I'm trying to describe it to you, my natural reaction when I smell it is to shut up. You just kind of want to breathe it in, and you kind of, you can feel your brain going a little bit fuzzy. It has this kind of oud does have a weird effect on your brain. Anyone that's familiar with this kind of oud that just sits and smells it, it's like medicine for your brain. It's like drinking medicine. You're just like healing. Good stuff, good stuff. No funk. It's got that kind of, like I say, fruity floral Thai-like profile to it, but slightly incensed, slightly warm and spiced as it dries down. I'm just kind of, it's very difficult to describe this kind of oud verbally. You have to feel it because it gives you a feeling when you smell it, which I can't portray in words. Any high quality, you know, well-crafted oud oil will give you that. But these ones are excellent. I've enjoyed wearing them. There's a couple more to review. If you like your Hindi kind of Indian ouds without being too out there, then Naga Rouge might be one you want to check out. If you want to get that kind of goat hair twang and a little bit barnyard-esque, it definitely stands out, and definitely gives you that kind of slight funk without being dirty. Like I say, it's really good. And this one, if you like more kind of Thai fruity kind of ouds that are really easy to wear, that put you in that kind of calm, very peaceful kind of state of mind, then this one, Betonamu, this one was done on a low to medium heat with hydro CO2 in a copper distillation pot in 2019. So it tells you exactly how it was done, which is also a cool kind of insight into the different distillation methods and even, you know, the temperature that they do that at. So good stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to check out Oud Bar. I think they have clearly a good selection of ouds. Obviously they're on the expensive side, as you would appreciate from more artisanal, high quality oud oils. But if you can get samples like this, if you're interested, I think they're worth checking out if you want to smell decent quality oud. So that's it. I'll see you in the next video. If you tried any from Oud Bar, let me know your favourites, and I will see you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.
One time he disappeared for 2 or 3 days. When he came back, they asked him where he'd been, and he said, "Oh, just sailing."